Okay, some of you will know me, I'm Chris Allenson, I'm the boss of ZCars. We're just going to do a little guided tour around the place, show you what goes on here. Some of you won't appreciate how much we've invested over the years to get to a position where we are now, where we can make everything and manufacture stuff in-house. So basically, if you order a kit from us, whatever it is, the steel comes off the steel rack, it's cut, we move through, we've got all the metalworking machines, oxyacetylene bottles, guillotine, computerised pipe bender, and then we've got the 3 lathes and a milling machine. So all the production's done basically in this one workshop. You'll see up on the shelves we've got front subframes on stock, rear suspension arms, all the sort of smaller components are in stock, and then we'll pick those off the shelves and build them into cars. We still do a lot of one-off and specialist cars for customers that want an oddball thing building. This happens to be a little Peugeot which we've got a Focus ST 5-cylinder turbo engine in the back, rear wheel drive. It's modelled on the rally type cars, and basically the guys brought us just a picture of the car and we go from there. Everything's built in jigs. This is one of the jigs. It's the early part of a kit being built, and if you look at the quality of the fit of all the components, they're absolutely perfect fit where they need to be. Quite complicated process building one of these cages. It takes a man 50 man hours to build a kit, so you can see it's not just a 5-minute job to get the job right. Once the kit's been made, it will then go from here to powder coating. All our powder coating is done, everything's shot blasted, primed and then coloured. Once they come back from the paint, powder coaters, we then move into the build shop where we'll go now. Okay, now we're in the actual build shop. This is where all the kits come after the powder coating and painting, as we've said. And what we do here is we store them until we're ready to build a car, and we will then put the engines and gearboxes in them, and put all the suspension on and get them ready for shipping if it's actually going to be shipped to somebody on a pallet, or if we're building them, then obviously we put the car together. There's cars here you can see sort of semi-assembled kits, half-built car with a bike engine in, my mate Jeremy Snowden's little race car, another bike engine kit ready to go. This is a bit of an oddball thing that we've got in. Some of you have seen them before. It's a little carver. Normally they have a 660cc 3-cylinder Daihatsu little car engine in them. It's come for a Hayabusa turbo, and it actually leans as far as that as it goes around corners. Bit of a scary thing to be in, but there you go. Another one here, a little Reliant kitten, a little purple people eater. This is one we did for a guy a little while ago. It's actually for sale at present. Little Kawasaki engine in the back. Quite a nice little car, that drives very well. Okay, this is my own race car, one of the mini sprints that we do. It's a full fiberglass shell, and as you can see from this, you can actually remove the top half of the body shell quite easily. The floor pan and bulkhead is one fiberglass section, runs all the way underneath, up the front, and then you just bolt the top on and it bolts in around here through the door pillars to the back. We've got Citroen Saxo here with a VTEC in. And here's a Porsche Boxster with a 996 turbo engine in it. It's a twin turbo version, 500 horsepower, so it should be quite lively. And then finally, on the special projects front, this is a TVR Cerberus. It's 800 horsepower, Nissan Skyline engine and transmission in it, 4-wheel drive. This has been a fairly major project, quite a good car. Normally, the axle centre line in a Skyline runs through the middle cylinders in the engine, and the diff is actually encased in the sump. And what we've done with this is we took the diff out of the sump and remote mounted it in line with the front axle. This allowed us to move the engine back 20 odd inches and lower it down 14 inches. So now it's below the bonnet line. It all runs the same as it did in the Skyline, except it's got a remote diff. Quite a big engineering exercise. This should be quite a nice car. Okay, you've seen our cars in action. One of the reasons they go so well is that we've invested in a VTEC four-wheel drive dyno. 1200 horsepower. We think it's one of the best dynos there are about, because basically it has knurled rollers and a pit underneath. You can go down into the pit and strap the car physically down into the rollers so it doesn't climb out. Yeah. Obviously we also do the traditional type of strapping as well, rearwards, stop it flying forward, but now it's held both to stop it going forwards and down into the dyno. We'll push it back into the ladder's territory. Then you can finish. The final piece in the jigsaw then is a full specification paint shop where we can completely refinish the interior and exterior of your car. You'll have seen now over this small presentation that we can actually start from the very beginning of the car with some steel, build it in the fab shop, take it to powder coating, either ship it to you as a kit on a pallet, or we can build the car for you, dyno it, prepare the engine, get all the power that you need, spray the car, the whole shebang. So now we're in control of every part of our car's progress from start to finish, and we can guarantee the quality.